All right, so when he was going to the gym at the time, he swears, oh, I was just going to the gym. But in this context, that's not the case. Okay, the context he was putting it in, it was like he was making it seem, or tried to make it seem like he was cheating. So why would I be mad if you're just going to the gym? It doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't be. Make it make sense, and then maybe, you know, there would be a reason, a logical reason. There's no logical reason. Why would I be jealous or upset or mad that he's going to the gym? I'm not. Okay, it's not like he's got a killer bod and he's making me jealous or driving me crazy with it. No. So, in my opinion, looking back on it in hindsight, that's kind of why, more or less, with the risk reward with these honeypots, this is why he was going to the gym. They were there. They were there. They were readily available, and they were always there. And they were placating to his delusion, his fantasy. So that was suitable, and that was enough for him. These guys don't have to have sex with these girls. They see them, they check them out, they look them up on Pornhub, and they synchronize. You dig? So they're sexual predators, straight up. They literally just go to the gym to either find an opportunity to hook up with somebody to have sex, and or watch porn in the dressing room or in the showers. And then this is another really important thing that I need you to understand. He's going to the gym every single day at this point. He was going to the gym every single day at this point. And still fat. He didn't lose any weight. So what is he really going to the gym for? Literally just sitting there with his mouth open looking at these honeypots. And then had to try to figure out a way, because they caused him to be disassociative. He had to try to figure out a way to get rid of me. So that way, in his fantasy, will become reality. And in some world, these fucking honeypots would what? Just follow him home?
Don't open that now for her.
They'll just follow him all the way home? And that's exactly and precisely what they did and what they're doing. Because they already had a girl at Boeing ready to take my place, which is why he left us in Seattle and came over here in the first place. And so anyways, how are you supposed to, and besides that, why would I be jealous of him when he's fat? He's not fit. And he's putting it in this context like I'm supposed to be jealous of him or of his body or of the fact that he's going to the gym. Why would anybody be jealous of that? If you're not fit, you're fat. Somebody there that you don't know about is fit. And so anyways, when you put it into that context, it makes perfect sense. And so they'll arrange for misfortunes. They'll arrange for mind-controlled misfortunes. And so they'll always try to arrange for you to be jealous of their family. They do the same exact thing with the honey pot. They can't wait to create an opportunity so they can leave, so they can jack off and watch porn and synchronize. They stay out of the home because they lust for that shit so demonically. Like a demonic possession. And so they're trying to sit over here and they're trying to make it seem like I snapped because I was demonically possessed. But the truth is, they arranged for all of this to take place. And just like they are right now, today, all day long, 24/7, it doesn't stop. And so the real reason he attacked me that day, and I'm going to say it this way because this is the truth. The real reason he attacked me that day, and again today, and I had to grab the scissors, is because he was sexually frustrated with the inconsistency of the honeypots. That dark psychology, it deprived him to the point where he attacked me. Not the other way around. Because he was so sexually frustrated with the inconsistency of the honeypots that he was meeting at the gym. He may not have spoke to them, but that didn't stop them from performing their street theater, which is sexual coercion and sexual exploitation. Okay? And they did all of this so that they can incite domestic violence, so they can orchestrate the detaining of me in a psych ward so that they can discredit my word when I speak, if and when I speak, every time I speak. The risk-reward street theater is really, really where it's at. This is how they're getting them. Okay, so he thought at the time, of course, with this risk-reward street theater, he thought at the time that it was because of me. So he was sexually frustrated, and of course, he can't be with that honeypot that he's meeting at the gym that's performing street theater and controlling him sexually. Because it's my fault. Again, same exact thing with the death in the family. I'm blamed because it's my fault that he can't be with the honeypot. What a fucked up delusion. What a fucked up fantasy. This man literally does nothing but chase a ghost all day long. So I guess he got to the point where he thought if he could discard me or just get rid of me somehow. So he got to the point. So because it's my fault he can't be with this honeypot, right? Because I'm in the way or whatever. They're manipulating him to the point where he thinks it's my fault again. That's why he can't be with this honeypot. Okay. That's why he comes home disassociative. That's why he comes home angry. It's your fault. It's my fault that he's not with the honeypot. So what does the narcissist do? It tries to pull out that discard. And so it plays into the hand of the honeypot. It uses my child as a pawn. By this point, my child is so afraid of Jerron, he lied for him. So you can see the effectiveness on both of them. They don't have any more free will. They do whatever they're told. Docile. And scared. So anyways, so he went for the narcissistic discard. And of course, sexually frustrated because it's my fault. I'm in the way. That's why he can't be with them. You see. And so he attacked me that day, like I said, when I told my son to call the police. And these reports are being negligent. You know, they're just disregarding the whole entire thing. They're not even taking them seriously. They're not. And this is all being manufactured and this is all being staged so that way when I go to explain my truth and my experience with these things, this is how they're controlling it, the whole situation from A to Z. So, yeah, in the narcissist's delusion and its fantasy, it had to find a means to an end. It had to figure out how it was going to discard me or get rid of me somehow. And that day when I went to the psych ward, to the hospital, this was all orchestrated. You know, because it was my fault. It's my fault that he can't have what he wants. It's my fault that he's being sexually deprived of what he really wants. His sister. So anyways, so like I was saying, in his delusions and his fantasies, chasing his tail all the way around. Like, you don't have what it takes to make me jealous, but somebody clearly does. And so that's why he attacked me, because of the information that I didn't know. That's exploitation right there in and of itself. So come to find out, shortly after that is when I have on videotape these honeypots and exactly and precisely how he was reacting and responding to them. Stopping to give them attention, biting his lips, saying, damn, they're fine. So what do you think he was doing while he was at the gym, is what I'm saying. I mean, they might as well be having a full-blown affair. Because that is exactly the way that it is coming off. That's what he thinks in his mind. That's they're fornicating. He stopped, paid attention, bit his lip, said, damn, she's fine. You know, that little girl is jealous of me. That's the only real reason why she's even out here. That's the only real reason why they're over here doing this mock death and all of these mock death rituals. So, again, chasing a fucking ghost, chasing a fucking fantasy. So anyways, so he was doing exactly and precisely what he was trained or pre-trained or preconditioned to do. All right, so anyways, you should have just seen how stupid he looked crying to the military police line about how much he, quote, loves me, while they put me on a fucking stretcher and in a straitjacket, tranquilized my ass, and then took me into the hospital, forced me onto antipsychotic medication. I overdosed. I had a near-death experience. I almost died. I was sick for 5 days. I lost 20 pounds while I was in there. When I went in there, I weighed 128 pounds. When I got out, I weighed 108. And I was only in there for 7 days. And they made sure, this is the most important part that I cannot forget. They made sure to let me out so that I could be abused by my abuser one day before Valentine's Day. They didn't keep me in like I had hoped they would for Valentine's Day. They let me out one day before Valentine's Day so I can be raped and tortured some more. Fucking sick. And so I was born a McAllister, and I'm going to die a McAllister. And this gang-stalking hyper-simulation is going to seal that fate.